Hey, Olga, nice to meet you here. I learned something from your presentation. You did great. So, what's your role?
Yeah, I'm a Connect Specialist with AVEVA. So I talk to you about buy system, connect, and data all day long with amazing customers. So
Where do you see company underutilizing the AVEVA Connect today?
yeah. So I think if we're talking about underutilizing, it's mainly about data. So we do see opportunities for our customers to leverage data more fully. And there's a lot of data, but of course the gap is making sense of data, right? That's what we want to see customers doing, and customers wants to see outcome.
So the data meaning, right? That's the
Yeah,
underutilizing.
exactly. Because hey, just 5 years ago, every company wanted to be a data company, data-driven company. Now
AI
every
company.
company wants to be an AI company. So what's the difference between those two?
It's. I think there's a commonality is they both are true.
Well, commonality is the data, right?
Data and true.
But
Yeah.
I think there's just too much data. You need to make sense of it.
So that's the gap you're seeing.
Yeah, and I think there's a huge opportunity for Connect to do that. One gap that I mentioned in my presentation, and I learned it all from customers, is having the data hierarchy, like as a framework. Of course, it takes time to develop it. So with new release in Connect coming January next year, you will offer out-of-the-box opportunity to put together this data hierarchy. We call it industrial knowledge graph, to build your relationships, and we'll have an AI-assisted way of doing this. So I think that's going to be a really game changer, and will help to bridge the gap between being a data-driven company to an AI-driven company. Because once the architecture is in place, the scaling of pilots to enterprise adoption will get much easier.
I guess what's a common mistake teams make after implementing a data product from AVEVA?
I don't know if it's a mistake, but I see a trend in the industry when customers now more and more considering platform solution, vendor solution instead of in-house developed solution. Because to scale, it's much easier with the vendor type of system. And I think industrial world starting to appreciate more convenience it is. Like SaaS and cloud, you need to maintain it on your own server. It saves time, and you can actually spend time on solving real operational challenges. So the trend that I see that customers replacing their in-house systems, or if they over-customize the system.
So we can totally make something with Python,
Exactly, but then
yeah, that's
once
not
you want
enterprise.
to scale to the same extent. So I do see a trend that customers consider more like a vendor type of solution.
So what does a high performance Pi system or AVEVA Connect environment look like from your perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Pi system Connect is one. High data infrastructure, so one in the same. Customers already have plenty of data, right? So it's structured data, whether they use asset framework or they use knowledge gap. So I think industrial knowledge gap is an opportunity for those customers who haven't invested much time in asset framework development just yet to close the gap really, really quickly with an AI-assisted mapping. So, once you have this context, there's no limits for you, whether it's internally or externally. So it's sharing data and really monetizing data, right? Like Eldorado Gold example, like the answer was already hidden in the data. They just exposed data to vendors.
Just to throw you off a little bit, like the client that pay more, will they have higher performance in their system than the lower
honestly, I see the cost of a solution as like magnitude less of the benefits they can receive. They apply AI model, AI works, right? And then they can scale it, whether it's AI agent, they can scale it across enterprise and share with external partners and get these insights which they might not have internally and prevent outages, these costly outages, right? Then the solution costs like really become, negligent to compare to the value.
In a smaller customer, from my standpoint, they are paying less in your solution, and they don't have too much money and time to invest in the solution too. How do AVEVA help those people?
Right. So I see where you're going. So definitely multi-site companies, can benefit more from the scaling aspect. With small companies, they are limited with internal expertise, right? So either they hire like in-house consultant. If I go back to Eldorado Gold use case, so they did not have in-house expertise. So using Connect community with sharing data, they've been able to leverage vibration reliability expertise very quickly and prevent the failures that cost lives, right? And definitely downtimes. For example, or really sharing this data with vendors and partners. Or do you want to have internal experts who know how to do custom coding? Because we see with larger enterprise that super users bring this API data and put them to Power BI. They use OLED and they use custom code to bring data in Power BI. Do this small company, do they have these super users in-house, or they can just use Connect, Databricks Delta sharing, and do it themselves because it's that easy.
Would you say like Pi is a little bit difficult to use product than Connect? Or
I agree that Connect is a lighter product.
lighter bar?
It's lighter in terms of implementation. It all depends on a use case, but such use cases as bringing data to ingesting data into Databricks via Delta sharing, this is like do it yourself, absolutely. Community, you just watch a 10 minutes video, there's step by step. We can give a quick help. It's absolutely do it yourself. If it's API use case, that's probably not like you need to have the right expertise. But some out of the box solutions, it's absolutely, definitely.
I hear like I'm trying to understand the cost too. Like, what's the minimum cost if you want to use the product?
Yeah, so we have different systems, like something that we've been recently leading with. We have a starter pack that includes 10,000 streams on Connect. Of course, like if it's a small customer and they only have 5,000 tags, so we can understand and make a step forward, I suppose.
But it is cloud's historian.
Yeah, I mean, it complements Pi system because it doesn't have all the same capabilities.
Yes.
But with industrial knowledge graph, it actually will be able to close the gap with Pi because in a way, it's asset framework for Connect. That's what industrial knowledge graph going to be.
So that's what industrial knowledge graph is like, just like asset framework.
In a way, right? And you can even use an AI assisted mapping to build it using C4, so other standards of your choice. Or you can bring your own and it's just gonna build it, right? So the gap is starting to close.
What will separate company that wins with the data in the next, with the Connect data or Pi data in the next 3 years?
5-10 years ago, companies just wanted to have data. Now they have a lot of data, so this gap, they closed, the work got done. Now they want to make sense of data. So, I mean, there was amazing progress. Now we on another spiral to making sense of data. And I think the, again, hierarchy important, the agility and speed is important.
Better understanding means winning.
All of the answers already hidden in your data, right? And just how easy for you to pull it and understand it, and how much in advance you can do it so you can actually correct this outage, right? So it's a question of time and, quick speed, time, and how much expertise you need to have in-house, or can you do it yourself with your engineers? You have already subject matter experts who know operations.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you empower them with all of these tools?
Yeah.
So I would be, and I think in 3 to 5 years, we're going to see the AI gap closing in terms of the data hierarchy, whether it's knowledge graph or other tools. It's going to be structured data in the context, and gap to making sense of data is going to be, I think we're going to be there in 5 years.
I totally agree. This will differentiate the company that wins them and the lost one. The last one will just collect the data and don't know what to do with them, right?
Exactly.
So thank you very much, Olga.
Thank you so much.